we know that half of our house was on some sort of Indian burial site.
That's his
Because my
classic.
brother and I would hear demons, we'd see demons.
Collectively, you would both hear the same thing.
And what my dad said later in life was, he said to us one day, he goes, I don't believe in a ghost, but every time I park my car after work, I run through the hallway because I feel weird.
Really?
He felt, but that's where my brother and I's bedrooms were.
He just left you in the
Yeah, so we
trenches
just
with all the
left us
ghosts
in the fucking
running
ghost-
past
Yeah,
your
yeah.
bedroom.
But my dad would run past our bedroom.
You used to see your own dad running.
Yeah, because of the fact that he felt an evil presence there. In fact, one day I thought I was possessed, and for me to get out of it, I jumped into the swimming pool. Yeah, then when we moved out and it stopped. But my brother and I were both possessed several times. We felt.
How did you know you were possessed?
Because we felt a demon, like we would hear things, and there were times when we would like be asleep but awake, and we couldn't move, and we felt this presence, and it's never happened after.
You
or
jumped out of a
before that.
window into the pool?
No, we had one floor.
Okay.
But I would run out of my bedroom one time, and I fucking jumped in the swimming pool, and I
work?
got out of it. Yeah, I got out of it. Yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, we were. There was some sort of evil presence there.
You know, I gotta be honest with you guys. So don't be freaked out by this, but when the crew comes to this stage in the mornings, a couple times they heard people talking and walking on this stage, and when they flipped the lights on, there was nothing here.
I believe that.
I believe it.
You
It's
know.
the old
It's
studio.
an old studio, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and
Other actors probably died on this set.
well, no, like there, 2 people have died on this set. Okay. So,
Okay, now you just made it dark. I was joking.
yeah, no, I know.
Is that real?
It is real.
Okay.
Harriet and Joseph were a couple, were gaffers, and the ceiling at the time had collapsed down on both of them. Aliens, okay? They exist. And the truth is, I hope that they are listening and they know it's your birthday and that
I
they
think they
visit
do,
you.
to be honest.
Hey, they do. Do you think they'll visit you tonight?
Well, I think I told you guys a story about how a lot of people in history have been abducted on September 1st, and that's the day I'm born.
Have you?
So, well, my mom thinks she was abducted. That's a whole nother story. And I think maybe I'm the product of it.
Oh,
Man,
word.
look at this
Okay.
tie-dyed alien who loves jewelry and
So
makeup.
you're a mermaid and an alien?
I never said I was a mermaid. I said I believe in mermaids.
Okay.
But look, you could be an alien.
You
all
could.
right? And there's ways to find out. You know, we could, go in and do that regression. If we were shooting Fantasy Factory, we would go figure out if you were an alien. I don't know if you remember that one guy told me I was, in fact, an alien.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do.
You know what I mean?
So you should know.
Maybe I do know. Okay. Maybe I do
That's
know.
what do you mean? That's probably why you hired me. He's like, she's one of us.
So why am I here?
Okay, look. Do you believe in the supernatural?
You know I believe in ghosts.
Oh, yeah.
I've been followed by ghosts my whole life.
She says that like it moves with her and
It does. I've had like 5 different beds, and they all do the same little tapping sound. Right?
Okay, Chanel, one of your favorite things in the world is the mermaid, okay?
That's true.
Now, we know that you believe mermaids may in fact be real.
I do.
Do you think aliens are real?
I know that they're real.
Gotcha, this isn't a thing.
No, this isn't a thing. How self-centered would we be as humans to believe that we are the only living things in the universe?
Well, call me self-centered, because I don't believe in aliens.
Well, I'm also just like a huge fan of conspiracy
You love
theories.
conspiracy
Yes.
theories. You, this is, I think, my favorite, because I heard that you are, you're all in on mermaids.
Okay, I can explain.
Great.
Okay,
I would like you to.
so, you know Atlantis, how there was that underground sea.
Yeah.
Okay, or no,
An underground city.
you know what I mean.
Yeah, sorry, underwater city.
Yes,
Yeah.
so I
We're being
believe...
very convincing.
I know, I'm
We're
real
off to a
convincing.
great start.
Yeah, right. No, I believe that there could possibly be mermaids, which is actually an alien species that lives in parts of the Indian Ocean, which we have never explored before as human beings. And Christopher Columbus, had actually seen 3 mermaids on his way to America.
There with my dad in Canada a lot, and we have the old family farm, but with the haunted farmhouse, and I've got a book for you. Well, let me say that there's residual energy from the people who've lived there in the past. So you hear footsteps and voices and creaks and doors closing and that, and many people have had experiences in it. So
there's a reason why people don't want to live in a house where people were murdered.
No one was killed in that farmhouse, but many people passed there.
But even that, that weirds people out. But absolutely, if you have a house where people were murdered, and this is why there's laws, you have to divulge.
I did. I had to divulge.
Did you?
It wasn't because of a murder, but when I sold our house in Los Angeles, we lived in Mama Cass's old estate on Woodrow Wilson Drive, and we sold Beverly D'Angelo, and she's been on the Celebrity Ghost Show talking about the spirits that were in that house.
What happens?
Jewelry will hop around on the table, shapes will be seen, you'll feel a touch in the shoulder, that kind of thing. The staff felt it. And I had an experience one night where something got into bed with me. I was alone. I don't know what went on there, but I just figured,
Ghost?
I think I was being come on to there, but anyway, or it did try to come on to me, and I didn't refuse its.
So you resisted?
Wanton. You know what? I just snuggled up next to it and went to sleep.
You spooned with it.
I did. I felt a shape. I looked and saw the depression. I saw the depression in the mattress, and I felt a shape, something next to me, felt a form next to me, and I snuggled. No, not that night. I was working on a picture and went to bed early, but
so
I was alone in the house.
You're laying alone in bed, and you're working on a film.
I'm lying there.
What film was it?
It was something that I've been working down at Universal. I don't know, maybe Dragnet or something like that.
Okay. So you're working on Dragnet, you're lying in bed, and then there's like a weight next to you.
I feel a weight next to me. I turn and I look.
Like a person is laying in bed.
I saw the depression. There were two, yes, and there were 2 spirits that might have been there. Maybe Mama Cass herself, although she died in London. And then there was another guy that apparently, a rumor was he died of a drug overdose at a party, and they buried him in the hillside. Oh. And my daughter saw him walking with a little red-haired girl down the hall once, and we think that he might have been there. But anyway, when we sold the house to Beverly, there was right in the California real estate document that we had to sign. By law, you have to divulge any unusual activity in the house. So I had to sign a clause in there that said, yes, at the beginning of our tenure in the house, we did have experience.
I do believe in ghosts. I don't know if I've ever seen one, but I've experienced some pretty ghosty situations. Well, in the house that my mom lives in, Kylie and I would always hear footsteps on the roof when no one was home. Kylie's shower used to turn on all the time and we never knew why. So yeah, I'm convinced it was a ghost.
I've had a lot of unexplainable experience with the supernatural. There was one time when we were kids, we lived in this really old house, and I was given the attic as my room, and we used to hear these weird sounds in the closet, and then we asked my dad, and he said that this old lady used to live in the house. And then we convinced ourselves, and we talked to her, and we'd be like, girl, we'll bring you some tea.
The scariest thing we would do was play Ouija board. We would ask questions. I remember it was me, Kylie, and our 2 other friends. And we would always go to their house because our mom wouldn't let us have a Ouija board in our house. We'd go to their house to play Ouija board, and we would ask it little kid questions, what's my aunt's middle name? And it would give it, whatever. And we were really scared. And it would ruin our night. We'd all have to sleep in the same bed with their mom.